The latter part of King Aegor's regency was dominated by the defiances of Duskendale. Lord Donald Darklin of Duskendale, a cruel and ambitious man, had seen the results of the Council of Treason of 263 AC, which had seen the independence of 3 Lords Paramount. He knew that even 12 years later, with the right amount of support, he could force the Iron Throne to do whatever he wanted. Lord Donald was a persuasive man, and through bribery, blackmail and rhetoric, he convinced the Reach, Dorne and the Westerlands to join his faction to depose King Aegon and crown himself as the new king. Lady Regent Arianne Blount, knowing that Lord Donald's wrath was aimed as much at her as it was at the king, understood that his huge faction would have a very real chance of defeating the armies of the Iron Throne, even if she could gain the support of the Stormlands and the Trident, something which was very much in doubt. She therefore consulted with her king, and despite his youth, Aegor, the child prodigy, pierced right through the diplomatic and political fog. Though a humble, caring lad, Aegor was wise to the political reality. Although he had no proof, and many considered it an act of tyranny, Aegor ordered the imprisonment of Lord Donald of Duskendale. Many had expected a full-blown rebellion, backed by 3 of the 5 Lords Paramount, but a small force under Sir Tristan the Defender rode through the night and was able to capture Lord Donald in his castle before word could spread. After a show trial, presided by the Lady Regent, Lord Donald Darklin was executed. Although a stain on King Aegor's reputation, many lords would soon forget the incident. But there was one who did not forget. Lord Dennis II Darklin, the new Lord of Duskendale and Lord Donald's firstborn son. But first it was time for the marriage between King Aegor, who had reached his 14th name day, and Lady Alinna Waters, the bastard daughter of the late Crown Prince Aerys Targaryen. The wedding was a grand affair with singers, acrobats, courtesans and jesters. Lord Commander Gerald Hightower gave Aegor his wedding gift, knighting him for all the realm to see, before lifting up his former squire and starting the bedding ceremony. Queen Alinna enjoyed the food a little too much, and she grew a belly which concealed her pregnancy for quite some time. But 9 months after the bedding, she still gave birth to a healthy baby girl, Ciara Blackfyre. But after the birth of his daughter, the joy turned to ashes in Aegor's mouth. Lord Dennis II Darklin, the son of Donald the Defiant, had been plotting his revenge. He had gathered the support of the Trident, the Reach and the Stormlands, and followed his father in an attempt to depose King Aegor. This second defiance of Duskendale was much more dangerous than the first. 3 lords had joined the rebels, and none had joined the crown. The land surrounding the capital was soon swarming with tens of thousands of enemy soldiers. But Sir Tristan the Defender and the 15-year-old King Aegor, who joined his commander as a fellow knight for the first time, moved the royal army hard and fast on Duskendale itself. He chased down the army of Lord Dennis II relentlessly, forcing him to retreat into his castle, and then storming the castle as soon as some ladders and rams were prepared. While many lives were lost in the storming of Duskendale, it had been a necessary sacrifice. The royal troops moved in to capture Lord Dennis, thus ending the war in one quick, decisive move. Thus ended House Darklin of Duskendale. Dennis II was executed along with many of his family members, and the lordship of Duskendale was granted to Sir Tristan the Defender, a well-deserved reward for many years of loyal service. The reward was one of the first official acts of King Aegor I Blackfyre, who had reached his 16th name day, and could now rule in his own right, without his regent, Lady Arianne. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dario Gaming, and welcome back to your boy, Aegor the Eagle. Yes, we are now at 16 years of age. We are ruling in our own right. We have no regents. We are just completely independent in how we rule the Iron Throne, our realm. The 5 kingdoms. 5 kingdoms? Oh, Dorne is not one of 7 kingdoms, right? Because it's the 7 kingdoms, but it's in reality it's like 8 or 9. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we are here. We can now do stuff for ourselves, which I think we will do at some point. Let's just have a look. So our vessels are pretty replenished when it comes to troops. So I think it's about time that we try something. Let's first have a look at the Vassal Opinion. Because we did do some weird stuff. Yeah, we changed the succession law. We have a few more. That's -10, I guess. But everybody seems to like us just fine. That's good. All right, so I think it's about time, now that we're 16 years old, to go and reconquer our old kingdoms. For example, our boy Osric Arryn of Mountain and Vale. You have been independent for, what, 16 years? 52, 63, yep, 16 years. We're going to put an end to that. The Ironborn are still at war. And last time they bugged out when they were at war, so I think I'm going to wait until their war is over. And then we're going to reconquer them as well. And then eventually we're also going to go after the north. But that's a bit further down the line, I think. Let's go after the Vale first. Yes. We can just go for it, right? Declare war. Royal claim on Mountain and Vale. Or can we claim it for somebody else? No, we'll just claim it normally. Osric Arryn will lose their crown and be named Lord Paramount of the Vale. Alright. Royal claim, yes. Attack. They will surely honor their obligations. Surely you guys will honor your obligations, right? Right? Right, guys? I have 20k vessel levies. That's all from the Crown Lands? Wow, that's a lot. That's already enough, I think. Ah, the Stormlands is joining me. Great. Westerlands is joining me. Reach is joining me. Dorne is joining me. Everybody's joining me. Harrenhal is joining me. Alright. Are you joining me? No, who's not joining me then? We'll keep an eye on those people. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think only the Riverlands are not joining us. Okay. The Tullys. Gosh darn Tullys. Hoster Tully. Oh, this is the Hoster Tully, right? Yeah. He is now Lord Paramount of the Trident. We murdered his father in cold blood. Beheaded. Yeah, I think he was defeated in a duel by Gerald Hightower, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, so that's probably why he's not joining us. But that's fine. We will be able to do it without him, probably. Let's appoint a new hand of the king. Kyle, Lord of Bramsford. Yeah, that's fine, I suppose. Sure. Oh, well, otherwise we didn't have any Lords Paramount, I guess. Louisa Martel, Oberyn of Dorne, wants to marry my courtier. Nope. We gotta keep her here. Okay, let's try again with Lord Paramount Hoster, but he probably won't join us. No. Luther Tyrell wants to marry... No, come on. We're not gonna marry off this Baratheon girl. We need her for leverage, right? Okay, 26,000 troops. Lord Tristan. Should we replace Lord Tristan as the Lord Commander? No, we can stay in the flanks for now. We trust our boy Lord Tristan. And Lord Derek Fossaway, of course. One of the Ninepenny Kings. Let's go north to the Vale. Past Harrenhal. Up here. And then through here. And to the Eyrie. The Eyrie is going to be tricky to storm, if not impossible. But we will be fine anyway. Everybody... Well, no, you can do what you want, actually. I think some of them will join me. I guess the Stormlands can join me. Sure. You guys can join me over here in the Reach. Or in the Vale, I should say. Okay, we're going to slowly get all these 7 kingdoms back together. We're going to get the band back together. Get the band back together. Used to turn goat piss into gasoline.
We had a band powerful enough to turn goat piss into gasoline.
That's from the Blues Brothers. I made a series where I play as the Blues Brothers in the After the End mod, so you guys can have a look at that if you like. But I know that movie by heart. Okay, best of the military. Kinslander veteran. This man. Is he any good? Yeah, oh, he's the siege leader. That's actually very useful, because we need the siege leader right now. Let's go down to the Eyrie and find this siege leader man. And have him besiege the Eyrie, because you can probably not storm the Eyrie, right? No, that figures. Yeah, let's appoint our new friend, who joined us here at the Battle of the Bronze Gate. And make him the commander. Here he is. Siege leader. So Tristan, sorry. We're going to replace you with our boy. Here he is. You can be in the other flank here. So Bowman Rollingford, you can join us here. Who will we? Oh no, we cannot give the Vale away. I was thinking, who will we give the Vale to? We're not going to give it to anybody, because we're just going to vassalize the Vale, obviously. It's good Good to restore the prestige of House Blackfyre a bit, because we've had 16 years of regency. Maelys, our father, has been murdered by his vassals. Oh. King Edward of the North died under suspicious circumstances. Haha, you asshole. Who is your replacement? Rickard II. Oh, he's got a thing. Wiki link. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this this man. Rickard Stark, Lord of Winterfell. Oh, this is I think the father of, yeah, the father of Brandon and Eddard Stark. Is this guy? But Brandon and Eddard are probably not born. Brandon is born, but this is another Brandon, I guess. Yeah. So Eddard Stark himself was not born, but his dad is still around, Rickard II Stark, and is now leader in the North. All right. Yeah, we're gonna reach a point soon where there won't be many book characters left, but that's all fine. We will make our own characters, right? We already have Sir Tristan, a few others. Oh! My enemy, King Osric Arryn, has been slain. In personal combat by Lord Paramount Luther of the Reach. Damn. Well, good going, Luther. You're not even that great a fighter. 35 personal combat skill. This guy has nothing, I guess. That was a brutal fight, man. Wounded, one-legged, severely injured, one-handed. Damn. Luther. Should pay attention to you, I guess. You stupid man. He's slow. You're almost done. We're already at 85%. How is that possible? Oh, we're occupying some stuff here. I guess that's already enough. But we will occupy the Eyrie. Might as well, right? Maybe there's a son here. Arryn. This woman is matrilineally betrothed to Theo Arryn. Who is the heir? Rowena Arryn. So we're looking for sort of a match for our daughter, because we want to matrilineally marry her to somebody. But I think the Arryns don't have many good choices for that. This woman is the heir. And who is she? Here she is, Osric. Okay, there's not that many Arryns left actually, only 6. Who else is left? So here, Theo Arryn, 13-year-old. Dunstan Arryn, 4-year-old. That could be a candidate, I guess. Because if we kill this woman and then this woman, then probably Dennis Arryn will be the next in line, right? Let's have a look. Yeah, Rowena Arryn, Dennis Arryn. So if we marry this boy off matrilineally to Shera Caesar, my daughter, then the Blackfyres will eventually inherit the Vale if I'm able to murder all these people. I think probably these guys will just agree naturally, because these are just sort of low-born people, basically. No, not low-born, but sort of irrelevant people. So let's see. Matrilineal. Oh, we're at war. Okay. I guess that's not going to happen then. Change tyranny by -5. Okay, that's good. That's great. We're still a tyrant, but only -5. Ah, the Riverlands is also joining. It's a bit late. The late lord. So it's a fine strategy. We don't begrudge him for that. We're happy that he's still joining. I mean, I do kind of begrudge him for that. I'm gonna keep an eye on the Tullys. My wife is pregnant. Nice. Alina, my love, you are pregnant again. Let's hope it's a son this time. A genius son, ideally, because we're both geniuses. Genii. Okay, we are almost finished besieging the Eyrie. There we go. Siege of the Eyrie completed. And that's it, I think. 100%. Nice. Thank you. The war has ended. Lord Paramount Silana of the Vale is now under us. At least she should be. Yep, I will reappoint the old council. I will lower my troops. I'll have a quick look at the council to see if everybody has been replaced, actually. Kevin Lannister, we will make you our Hand of the King again. You're a pretty great guy. Hoster Tully, we don't like you so much. You cannot be our... of course, our friend Jer, who is infirm, I guess. So he's 59 years old. Will be Mace Tyrell will be our Master of Coin. We could should keep an eye on Mace Tyrell, because he's the heir to... he's at my court, and he's the heir to the Reach. So if he gets a son or a daughter, we should marry that son or daughter. We should pay attention to that. Let's make Mace Tyrell a special character. I think that would be a very good match for Sierra. Okay, so the Vale is under us, guys. So this looks already a lot better, borders-wise. I think before we continue with the Iron Islands, we will wait for the war to end. Because it's now at 43%. Or we could just attack the north, I guess. We will wait for our vessels to calm down a bit. My wife Alina asked me to buy her some new clothes because of the pregnancy. She has outgrown most of her wardrobe. Well, not just because of the pregnancy. My wife fat, guys. My dear, you don't need any clothes. You're already wonderful. Yeah. If we can do it, why not, right? So this we've seduced our wife by now. So I kind of want to switch focus. We can do that anytime soon, but I kind of want to switch focus to maybe scholarship, because I want to grab that dragon egg. That's on the list of priorities somewhere. I have some mates dispatched. Are we still? We could go on a tour. I think you can. Progress of your realm. What can we do? Trade of the free cities. Show me more locations. Great slave cities of Giskar, Jade Sea, Summer Sea. One that's made by man. Strange Blackstone. I think I feel like doing a nice journey. Can we? Yeah, I want to appoint somebody as my designated regent first, though. Let's see. Designated regent? No, not Lady Ariane. Screw her. Mace Tyrell, I guess. I think Kevin Lannister. He's my buddy. He's my loyalist, right? Yes, yeah, he's in my loyalist faction, so he seems like a decent choice. Okay, so where are we gonna go, guys? The Jade Sea, the Summer Sea. One is made by man. One is made by man is quite cool. Trade of the free cities entices me most. Yeah, I think that's always the nicest one. The one that's made by man one. I think I'm gonna do that one. Let's go. And off we go to explore the world. We'll return a better man. Yep, Kevin Lannister is my regent. Okay, here we go. My upcoming quest may be a good opportunity to learn and advance my knowledge. Perhaps I should dedicate my time to a particular field of knowledge. I've never seen this, actually. I will learn foreign languages. That's, I mean, we're Blackfyres, right? So I guess we already speak Valyrian. So that's already helpful. I will draw maps. Cartographer. That's also not bad. Movement speed plus 10% especially is great. Or Traveler. Opinion penalty for different culture, different religion, minus 25%. That is also pretty damn great. Different religion doesn't matter so much, but different culture. Let's see if we can show that. Foreigner, yeah, minus 10. So that's just a general sort of +3 opinion with everybody, which is not bad. But I think foreign languages. That's +2 diplomacy anyway. Yeah, I think diplomacy is probably. Well, we need stewardship mostly. Yeah, we have to go for the movement speed. That's just insane, and it's a bit extra learning and stewardship, I think. Samaro, the last Valyrian, has declared peasant revolt. This man, he's leading a peasant revolt. This is one of the Ninepenny Kings. Ouch! This icon is out of out of symmetry, guys. That really bothers me. Not a daughter. Oh, she died stillborn. Ah, that's sad. That's sad. Mega Blackfyre. Name after random. Daenerys, sure. Words fill me. Oh, I'm depressed. Damn it. I mean, it makes sense. It's not great having a daughter be stillborn. I guess Aegor also kind of blames himself because he was away from home while his wife gave birth. So maybe he blames himself for the death of his daughter. Makes sense, I guess. Old Town. Yes, Lord Leighton Hightower, I shall be informed of your impending arrival. I think Leighton Hightower is still around in the actual Game of Thrones. Yeah, he's not really mentioned much, but he's probably going to feature in the Winds of Winter because a lot of characters are at Old Town right now, and he is at the time of Game of Thrones. I think he's just sort of hidden in his castle, and he's doing all kinds of stuff that's very mysterious, if I recall correctly. Despite the Ironborn threat, Lord Leighton remains in the High Tower, supposedly reading magic texts with his eldest daughter. Yeah, not much is known about this guy, but it's very mysterious. So he is already around. He's already 50. But yeah, that makes sense because we're only about 20 years off from when the actual Game of Thrones show starts. Yes, Leighton Hightower, I'm coming to visit you. Leo enable servant. Here, some money. We have not moved you from the council. Old Town, the great square fortress which serves as the foundation for the famous high tower, is known to predate the upper levels by thousands of years. Made of a strange fused black stone. What is not known is who built it and why. Dating back to the Dawn Age, the mysterious stone fortress on Battle Isle is an enigma to historians and scholars. There are those who believe it was built by the ancient Valyrian dragon lords who travelled to Westeros for unknown reasons long before the rise of the Freehold. However, others note the similarities between this and other strange black stone objects found around the world and suggest there may be more to the story. Yeah, the strange black stone is sort of Lovecraftian reference, basically, a reference to Lovecraft. It's the oily black stone, I think, features in one of Lovecraft's books. I think it's the most famous one, the one where he goes to this like fishing town and everybody has literal fish. Spoilers. I didn't describe that very Lovecraftian, but there you go. But yeah, this is usually the picture they show you when they show you the high tower, but this one is not what it looks like in my mind. It clearly says here that this foundation is black stone, right? So the bottom should be black. Fascinating. And I think George R. R. Martin is never going to really reveal what the oily black stone is. It's going to remain a mystery. A local smith who offers to make you a sword or a set of armor. A Reachman made sword. I will wish for a strong set of armor. We already have a great sword, right? Do we have a set of armor already? No, so that's probably a good idea. I wish for a set of strong armor. We bear the sword. A fine set of armor. That took to my treasury. That's good. With my sigil on the armor. Great. We're at 100 personal combat skill. That's great. Alright, next of the great works of man. Lord Paramount Kevin has recommended that Sir Arthurides Birch be named the member of the King's Guard. No. Who died in the King's Guard? Was it my buddy Jer? It was! Gerald Hightower. Is he dead? Oh no. My friend. Good members. Marwyn. Lord Commander Marwyn of the King's Guard. Yep. He said that he's a great replacement of Gerald Hightower, but we are sad that Jerry is dead. Our good friend. Oh well. We have Marwyn still. Look at this man. He's a beast. You have this young boy, 14-year-old kid, but he's strong and a skilled fighter. So when he grows up, he will be at least 80 personal combat skill. So that is actually pretty great. Yeah. We can use some new blood. Yes, nice. Your vessels may be upset at you for appointing a low-born king. Are you serious? Come on. Don't be like that. Don't be like that, bros. Warden of the South. I guess they are. They don't be like that. Maester Rhaegar of Dorhill is very pleased. Yeah, makes sense. We need to appoint a new Master at Arms, though. Tristan of Side. Yeah, of course, Tristan. I think we should remember that we need to remove him as Master at Arms once we're actually at war, because we kind of want to be him to be our commander, right? He's a great commander. Okay, Lord Tristan, you can be my Master at Arms. Princess Shiera is now 3 years old. Let's wait for a while before we appoint a Guardian. A new Lord Commander of the King's Guard is needed. Yeah, Lord Commander Marwyn is already the Lord Commander, and he's great. After many days, my ship has arrived at Castle Black. Alright, Lord Commander Morse Crowfoot Umber is the Lord Commander of the King's Guard. The other lands. Oh dear. Oh no, it's just a wildling. For a while there, I was scared that the others had arrived, but they haven't. Lord Commander Morse Umber shall be informed of your pending arrival. Okay, Mr. Umber, sir. As you are quietly having a drink in a local tavern, some of the other men there make repeated japes about how you look and the clothes you wear. I mean, makes sense. I look quite strange up here in the north. Clearly in their drunken stupor, they do not understand you are a foreigner in their lands as opposed to being someone they believe to be slightly deformed. As the japes get more and more vulgar, they start to threaten you to get out of their tavern before they beat you to a pulp. Just some harmless fun, eh, lads? Yep, thank you. You walk over to the three lads and say, you'll buy them around, much to their delight. As you sit down with them, start conversing, you all realize you have more in common than originally thought, and enjoy a few drinks together before they leave for the evening. Ah, nice. Castle Black. As you wake as the cart jostles, hitting a pothole in the northern road. As you wipe the sleep from your eyes, you see sunlight dancing on the icy edifice, filling the horizon with shimmering light. You scramble for your charcoal and scroll, completing a rough sketch of the wall as your cart reaches its base. Thanks, you call to the driver as you disembark, barely a nod in return. You enter Castle Black and convince Lord Commander Morse Umber to escort you to the top. Here he is, Lord Commander Morse the Drunken Giant. You enter Castle Black, lift creaks and shifts as you are pulled the 700 feet up and stops with one last violent shift. You step out onto the frozen walk to the side of pure white in all directions. A frigid wind pours in and you pull your first tight. How marvelous. Next up, Bravos. Sea Lord Kosokwo II Ryan. Whilst I was walking down one of the streets of Bravos, I took a wrong turn and stumbled into a local brothel. The numerous Bravosi beauties here do look quite enticing. Now, we love our wife. I will not lower myself to that level. Bravos. A great blast spreads through the cabin of the ship, causing you to leap from your slumber. You race out to the deck and see the sun just beginning its rise in the east. Not long after, a glint flickers on the horizon and it soon betrays a broken blade reaching far into the heavens. The rest of the Titan figure reveals itself. The outstretched arm links with a tall, broad torso clad in bronze. Its left hand digs into the mountainside nearby. The legs of the Colossus straddle the waterway, dug from the mountains on either side. As your ship approaches, the Titan releases another roar, as if to declare its protection of the harbor you're entering. As the ship kisses the docks, you add the finishing touches to your sketch. So this is the Titan of Bravos, which is based on the Colossus of Rhodes, obviously. But this is kind of a myth that no original Greek writer said that this statue straddled the harbor. They said it's just at the harbor, so it's just a statue on an island in the harbor. Like the ships floating underneath the statue, that's not described in the original sources. So I don't know where that came from. It's a cool story, and I am it's a fantasy. George picks the coolest elements of myth and legend, right? Old Volantis, yes, it's like 2 million people there, the biggest city in the world. We're gonna look at the bridge, I guess. You finally arrive at Old Volantis. Triarch Donifos Painimion shall be informed of your impending arrival. Pretty Greek-sounding name, my boy. Here he is. Slave owner, elephant. You cover the yawn escaping your mouth as the sun lights the end of your overland journey. The carbon urges the pullers onwards into Volantis proper. It curses at the locals who choke the city streets as they go about their routines. After many threats and curses, you finally reach the western end of the long bridge. The cartman shouts as you stand up in a cart to see better. As you fail to see across, you heed his warnings and take your seat. He drives onto the bridge, past storefronts, heads of thieves, and intricate pillars. You do your best to copy it all to your papers as you cross. Finally, under the east arch, he urges the beasts on a blackstone road, its blocks fused into one. What an interesting place. But this is also kind of based on a lot of covered bridges that existed in medieval times. There was, of course, the Old Bridge of London, but it was also one of the bridges in Paris, I think. Maybe it was the original Pont Neuf that was completely covered in houses, and there was the Ponte Vecchio in Florence, which is still there actually. You can walk over that. You barely see it's a bridge. It just looks like a street. It's quite cool. Whilst in Old Volantis, I met a lovely woman named Lanisha, a courtier of Triarch Donifos. We both got along very well overnight of drinking, and there's clearly a mutual attraction in the air. No. We love our wife. We're honest guys. Come on. The Sorrows. What? Killed by rabble. Okay. A whole bunch of people were killed by rabble. Fine. The Sorrows. The cart returns to an arrow straight road as the driver's new customer settles in beside you. You nod at the elderly woman, then close your eyes as the cart is pulled along the smooth road, nary a bump to upset your rest. Near asleep, you hear the woman muttering, hint of distress on her tongue. You stir to see her eyes locked on a dark fog in the distance. What is it, you ask? The Sorrows, the driver says. You note grand stone towers barely breaking from the fog and attempt to urge the driver towards it. But the woman takes his arm and shakes her head. She's right, the place is cursed, filled with stone men grayscale. I'll not go. You agree and sketch the fog-cloaked ruins in your notes. So I don't know much about the Sorrows. It's been a long time since I read. I think it's the last book where Tyrion goes to the Sorrows. It's time for you to leave your current destination. Let's go to Norvos. It's up here, I think. Here, right? Oh, this is Qohor. Norvos is here. My wife is pregnant again. I don't know how that happened. We're not even there. Oh well. Metiso, the Long Axe Order. Metiso, the Long Axe Order. A bearded priest is the leader of Norvos. Okay. The cart rocks as it leaves the smooth black stone and enters Norvos. Bugger me with a spear, the cartman shouts as the wheels dig into the muddy path and stick. You hop off and continue on to the city, leaving him to curse at every god of the east. As you walk through the lower city, copying images and details into your notes, 3 bells begin to toll. You stand drawn in by their melody, soon realizing that they each have their own distinct tone. As you listen to their rings, you start to hear them speak. When they finally stop their chat, you feel lessened, empty, and so race for the upper city to find them. As you reach the stairs, a guard checks you firmly, nearly sending you to the ground. What an interesting place. Okay, cool. Norvos. The 3 bells of Norvos. I don't know what the inspiration is for that. I think maybe the bells of the Notre Dame or something. You pass along the walkway and happen upon a slave master beating one of his slaves for some minor error. I shall give them some gold. Sure. He's annoyed at me. I don't care. Next destination, Vice Queho. Vice Queho. This is the Dothraki, the Dothraki region. Quite dangerous to travel here, I guess. We dismiss the ship on the Skahazadan and pass into the Dothraki Sea. It's not long before you come across Khal Koholo and Escalasar. And after some strained attempts at conversing, the Khal motions and a horse is brought out for you to ride. Over the next few weeks, you roam the Great Grass Sea with the Dothraki, observing their culture and joining their festivities. Each night after the ride, you join the Khal in drinking mare's milk, while the Khalasar busy themselves with singing and dancing. You even accept a fight once and duel with one of the Khal's blood riders. How marvelous. That is pretty cool. 75 piety, nice. Karth, okay. The 3 wolves of Karth. Here we are, Lotho of Karth. Red waste indeed, damnable sand. Too coarse and rough. It's irritating. You shout at your guide. She just stares ahead and continues onward. She leads you a fair distance more. Then you come to the fabled walls of Karth. Divided into 3 tiers, the nearest and shortest is red, the second, peaking a bit above the first, is grey. The rear, taller than the rest, is deep black. As you pass a copper gate, you see innumerable depictions of strange beasts, as well as the wolves that plagued your journey. As you approach the iron gate of the middle wall, you see scenes of battle and death. Lastly, the inner wall is covered in scenes of love and sex. As you enter the gold gate, you inscribe them in your notes. The walls of Karth are obviously based on the Theodosian walls in Byzantium, which is also sort of a double wall. There's a wall in front of it, and then there's a bigger wall behind it. That's big enough that you can shoot people with arrows on the first wall. So that's pretty effective. It's time for you to leave your current location and move on to your next. Old Geese. Fascinating. Oh shit, I didn't read it. Well, it's fine. Rickard Stark is dead. Died of poor health. Brandon the 16th of the North. Okay. Interesting. I've started missing home. Okay, we're going back home from Old Geese. This is down here, I think. This island, right? Here. I think it's here. New Geese. Old Geese. It's got the pyramid. That's fine. We're going back home. We've been away for... Ooh! Oh, I died stillborn again. Damn it. Damn it. What an amazing journey. Ooh. After visiting many exotic places and meeting many interesting people, you have finally returned home as your tour comes to an end. What an amazing journey. 50% chance of losing this red depressed. Come on. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. The Regency has ended. We're back home. We're back home with our wife, who has had 2 stillborn children, which is kind of sad. We can look for a betrothal for our daughter. I think that's probably a good idea. Lord Elston. Yeah, we need somebody who we can marry matrilineally. But we will probably not... Oh. Are we... Is this guy... Oh, he's at my court. That's useful. How come? I guess his guardian is at my court or something? Or her mother? Don't know why this boy is at my court. I guess maybe just as a hostage or something. We could have a look at who else is at my court. If there's any eligible bachelors for my daughter. Eligible young men. I will say adult. No. Martell. Lewin Martell. The son of Doran Martell, who is the son of Larisa Martell and the heir to the Dorn. So we could marry that boy. Or we could marry the Tully boy. Elston Tully. I think that's probably better. Elston of the Trident. He's the heir to the Kingdom of the Trident. So he will be a ruler in his own right sooner than the other guy. So I think Elston Tully. Good match for my daughter Sierra, matrilineally. There we go. Nice. She's a bit younger than him, but that's fine. Not a huge age difference. Only 7 years. It's not too bad. Certainly not by Game of Thrones standards. I guess we should do something with this money. Upgrade our castle a bit, maybe. We could use some more shipyards. Castle Town 1. Yeah, let's build that one. Near the Red Keep. I do also kind of want to grab Dragonstone. I don't know why we can't revoke this. Oh, it's under the Stormlands. Ah, okay. That makes some sense, I guess. Maybe we can retract vassalage. Retract vassalage of the Lord of Driftmark. Lord of Dragonstone. It's -5 and -20. But we do kind of want Dragonstone, though. Are we just gonna grab it? No. We're no longer a tyrant, so I guess we could do it. Does this guy like me? Yeah, not really. Let's wait some of these negative modifiers out. I pointed the low one to the King's Guide. Ah, screw you. That's such a dumb modifier. Excellent news. It's time for me to choose how I want to educate my daughter, Princess Sierra Blackfyre. I mean, she is still my heir, so I kind of want to train her myself. So in that case, I guess command is best. Best equipment possible, yes. Let's be her guardian. Yep, we're going to train her ourselves. Aegor the Eagle. We might as well train Lord Elston as well, right? Sure. Lord Elston, what is your... martial education. Okay, that's convenient. Might as well train you myself. Make you our squire. Can we do that? Take on Lord Elston as a squire. He needs to be 11. No, he is 11. Oh, he's too old, I guess. He needs a bit more martial skill. Oh well, we can do that. Forced to train, maybe? No. Madness and greatness are two sides of the same coin. And every time a new Targaryen is born, the gods toss a coin in the air, and the world holds its breath to see how it lands. Diligent. Okay, that's good. That's not bad. My daughter became diligent. Oh, Lord Commander Marwyn died. Of poor health at the age of 41. Okay, that's sad. Renly Florent wants to be... Lord Kevin wants Randy Florent to replace him. That sounds fine, I think. Pretty nice high house. Noble house. Who will be the Lord Commander, though? Sir Sanders Spicer. Sir Arthur Lichbury. Sir Simon. This is a very young kid. Gentos Corgyle. Yeah, he makes sense. He's a bit old, though. Raymond Strickland, sure. We will make Raymond Strickland the Lord Commander. I think that's fine. Now, this war between the North and the Iron Islands has gone on for way too long. The AI is taking way too long. So I think we're just gonna grab the North instead. Declare war on our boy Brandon. We could claim it for some other person. But let's just do it normally. They will surely honor their obligations. Surely you guys will honor your obligations, right? Right? Right, guys? We need the new Hand of the King. Kyle of Bramsford, sure, why not? Okay, the Stormlands is joining me. Westerlands, Trident. This man. Couple of dukes. Not all the Lords Paramount are joining me. But we don't need them all. That's fine. That's completely fine. We will lead the army ourselves, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, we should replace Lord Tristan with Sir Derek Fossaway, for example. Oh, let's replace him with Raymond Strickland for now. So we want Derek Fossaway and Sir Tristan to be available to us as commanders. Let's appoint them actually. There we go. So Tristan on the right flank and Derek on the left. That sounds fair to me. Lord Stefan, why don't you join me in King's Landing for now? Well, we march up north together. I think that's probably a smart move. Princess Sierra seems to be very interested in the garments some of the courtiers are wearing. We need to hand it to King. Let's do that in between. Conrad, I guess. Fine. Yet not in the usual lustful way. Princess Sierra is also interested in the fabrics themselves. That's fine. She's a girl, right? No, that's a bit sexist, sorry. Let's move up north. Let's go, guys. 40k should be enough. Capture the north. Designated regent. Yeah, let's appoint somebody. Maybe my wife. Is my wife good at anything? Nah, she's pretty terrible. It's better to find somebody else, I think. Mace Tyrell, sure, why not? Does Mace have Mace the Ace have a child already? No, it doesn't matter anyway, because we already married off our girl Sierra. I kind of want a son though. It's taking a bit long, and they're all being stillborn. I guess that's just the Targaryen way. I guess they probably have a higher chance of stillborn, right? Stillborn kids would make some sense, I guess. Okay, guys, let's move up to Winterfell and grab a hold of the Kingdom of the North again. They have left us, and we cannot have that. We cannot set that precedent. So if a tree falls in the woods and there's nobody to hear it, does it make a noise? You should concentrate on something useful instead. I've talked about this before, but I really hate that question. It's dumb. I'm not going to talk about it again. You should watch the... I think it's in the Bolton series somewhere. Lord Paramount Maester of the Reach has inherited the Kingdom of the Reach. Alrighty, Lord Mace, my Master of Coin. I don't suppose you want to join the war effort now? Lina is pregnant. Okay, nice. She's always pregnant when I'm gone. That's a bit suspicious. Oh well. I don't mind so much. Ooh, trained fighter. Lord Elston. Good going, my man. Do you want to be my squire? He's my squire now. Can we force this girl to train? I guess not. Oh well. Let's move on Winterfell, yeah. I think most of the vessels, the vessels of the Iron Throne are now behind us, because there's just so many troops here. We should be able to take Winterfell easy. Grandmaster Pycelle wants to be the designated regent. That's fine. You're pretty good. Arbitrary, that's not great actually, but yeah, it's fine. Can we storm Winterfell? Probably not, right? Ooh, we've already captured Winterfell. Yes, your grace, we'll search the dungeons at once. Release all prisoners. We're a good brother, sure, why not? Clap King Brandon in irons and leave the rest. Take them all into a house arrest. Sure. We're already at 100%. Lord Brandon, please swear fealty to me, your one and only true king, Aegor Blackfyre. It's currently under threat from external enemies. Yes, we will join you. Iron King Dunstan the Ambitious. Yes, we will help you out with that. We want to attack that guy anyway at some point. I think that's gonna be how long did I record? Oh, 50 minutes already. Let's first reappoint all the good members to the council. Yeah, Mace Tyrell, you can be my... Oh, I didn't want you to be Hand of the King, actually. Although, I guess it's fine. No, we want Kevin Lannister to be Hand of the King. You, my man, will resign. You will be reassigned to your old position as Master of Coin. I know you don't like it, because we reassigned you to a lower position, but we want Kevin Lannister to be our Hand of the King. Master at Arms can be Sir Tristan again. And can we replace anybody else? Master at Laws maybe? Hospitality? No, that's fine. That's all fine. Okay, we can move south though. We will move back down to... Oh, what's happening? What is happening? Princess Sarah of the North is released from prison. Sure, why not? What happened to all these guys? Did they all force independence? Sure, Mr. Well can be. What happened here? Why are all the Lords of the North independent? That's dumb. Lady Liara? Yeah, we can release her from prison, sure. Made some money off it. But I don't know what's happening here. Did these guys just all gain independence or something? Orys Blackfyre. Ooh, okay. We have a son and an heir. That's nice. Orys Blackfyre. What we'll call this guy? Maelys, maybe? Or Daemon? I think Daemon probably, right? Name after father. No. Grandfather. Random ancestor. Daemon, yeah. We haven't had a Daemon in a while. Daemon Blackfyre. You have a son and an heir, guys. I caught my daughter lying to me again straight to my face without batting an eye. Be honest. I don't know what happened with all these northern... with all these northern lords. I really don't know. Can we declare war on them? Yeah, the Jura claim on the neck. I guess they just all didn't want to be a part of the Iron Throne or something. Okay. Well, I guess capturing the North was not as easy as I thought it would be. But that's fine, guys. Because we have captured the Vale. And we have subjugated Lord Paramount Brandon. So those two things together are already a big step forward for House Blackfyre. So thank you guys for watching. Next episode we will continue reconquering the Iron Throne. Stabilizing our realm a bit and hopefully putting some family members and loyalists on the thrones of the Lord Paramounties. And I'm also kind of thinking, but I will update you guys if I do. But on the 22nd of November, my channel will be a year old. I started at 22nd of November 2021. Don't watch that first video, by the way. The sound quality is terrible. But I'm thinking about doing some kind of live stream. There's a couple of things I plan on doing. Maybe like a GeoGuessr stream, because I like doing GeoGuessr. Or maybe like a Song of Ice and Fire theory stream. In the vein of Gliders and Old Shift X. I kind of like doing those. Or maybe I will play Victoria 3. Just a few hours, because I bought that and I'm kind of a noob at it. I don't want to do the full series yet before I'm a bit better at it. But I think for a live stream where you guys can help me help me play, do a bit of backseat gaming, it might be nice. So yeah, let me know if you guys are interested in that. You know, I think I might do that on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. I will post well in advance if I do. So thank you guys for watching this episode at least, and we'll see you when I see you. Thank you. Bye bye.